Hey everybody, how's it going? I'm John, I collect cards. It is Sunday, early evening on October 23rd. Hope you've all had a nice weekend. Um, I've had a great weekend. Even though my Yankees are about to lose four straight to Houston, I fear, in tonight's Game 4 of the ALCS. I'm also pretty concerned that it might be Aaron Judge's last game in the Yankee pinstripes. As I was kind of concerned about in the spring, I think the Giants might lure him back to the Bay Area, which is kind of near his hometown where he grew up. So he grew up, I think, maybe near Sacramento, somewhere around there, maybe further in Central California. But San Francisco, he considered his hometown team, I believe. And so I'm just concerned that this might be the end of an era. So despite a historic season, but we'll see. Hopefully I'll be pleasantly surprised. And if he does decide to stay with New York, his lead, regardless of how this season ends, and regardless of the season he's had this year, his legacy in kind of Yankee in the annals for the Yankees is secure, especially if he signs long term. So we'll see what happens. Fingers crossed, but I am a little concerned about it. But anyway, about my weekend here, we took a little family trip to South Haven, Michigan, which is a Lake Michigan town right on Lake Michigan. Had a real nice weekend in a nice kind of house near the beach and near downtown. Didn't really, even though the weather here was incredible this weekend. It was like over 70 degrees today and yesterday, sunny, just beautiful, late fall or mid fall weather. Couldn't ask for better weather. So we had a real nice weekend, and part of that was, of course, hitting the shops a little bit. And South Haven has a pretty nice antique mall, and I don't really do any antique mall, perusing very often. And when I had the opportunity to do that yesterday, well, of course, I was going to look for something baseball card related or baseball related. They also have a great used bookstore there as well. Sorry about that. They have a great used bookstore there as well called Black River Books, I believe. And I picked up this Ken Burns baseball accompaniment to the famed documentary. I never had this book before, actually. I've got the the documentary on DVD or Blu-ray or whatever, if we still watch those. But I picked this up for $14 today, yesterday, and so this thing is it's 25, almost 30 years old now, 25 years old or so, but it is still a fantastic look through because some of the pictures in here and just all the great stories. This is just a lifetime kind of keepsake, and I wish I had it before, and I never did. Happened to see it here, and that's actually a pretty famous picture. I have this as a framed image somewhere in my basement. I need to find that, actually. It's autographed too by Ralph Branca. I don't know where that is. I gotta find it. So just some amazing stuff in here. I picked this up for $14 at the used bookstore, but then I also at the antique mall, they ended up finding a baseball card stand with a lot of stuff, actually. And I found this PSA 8 near mint of 1972 Topps Harmon Killebrew. I picked this up for $40, and it has been consistently selling on eBay. Average price almost 60. It's like about $59 over the last 3 months since late July. The last 9 that have sold in PSA grade 8. So I thought I got a decent deal on this, and it wasn't even a negotiated price. It was buried in one of the cases in his display area, and I happened to see it, and I saw the price. I'm like, let me look this one up. This one seems potentially interesting. Not that he overpriced stuff, but this one looked interesting, and I looked it up, and sure enough, maybe it was sitting in the case a while. So I picked this one up yesterday. Real nice near mint Harmon Killebrew near the end of his career. It's an older PSA slab, but still, I thought a beautiful card. Great picture from swinging the bat there in spring training, possibly in Metropolitan Stadium. So I thought I'd show that from yesterday. And then what I also picked up yesterday, and we'll kind of devote the rest of this hopefully brief video to, I'm just going to lay this on top of the book here, is actually, I'm going to take the book away. We'll do that. Put Harmon up here, just sort of hanging out there, even though he's kind of hard to see. But another display there had some packs, actually. And there was an almost completely untouched box of, well, it was opened, but maybe 1 or 2 packs were out of the box of 1986 Topps. And I paid I got these 3 packs. I think I paid like $3.60 a pack. I was like, okay, why not? Let's throw these in too. I mean, the box was almost full, but I wasn't looking to splurge for that. But I do know 86 Topps is really the last, year prior to when like the junk wax era truly began. In 87, I think is kind of like the definition of like the start of junk wax. So, and if you look on PSA, kind of like their price guide, 9s and 10s are interesting for some of the best names at the time in 86, and it's because of the partial black border, because it makes conditions such a tough thing. But at the same time, I thought it was fun to pull a couple of these packs, knowing it's sort of like it's not a good rookie year, but it's a really good the veterans. Some of those Hall of Famer vets, or guys like Pete Rose, Nolan Ryan. And some others, Ricky Henderson, are decent if we can get lucky here and find a good grade. So I thought we'd open these 3 packs really quick. The gum's on the front. Seems to be opening pretty well. I think these are legit. I don't see why these would be searched or anything. It's 1986. It's not like it's 1980 or 81 or 82 or 70s, things like that. So I do have a couple of card savers handy just in case we get really lucky. For some reason, they're upside down both directions. I'm not sure if they were like that all the time in 86. I honestly don't remember. But we got a Hall of Famer right there. I saw Alan Trammell, so which is pretty cool. Let's see. I'm going to try to do this quickly but carefully. Unfortunately, these 2 cards are kind of stuck. Dale Berra is one of them. There we go. Oh, we got like the contest cards. We got Dale Berra of the Yankees. That's not much. A little Spring Fever baseball action there. Actually, the other card is on the back of that, and it is Gary Matthews. I'm just going to leave them there and not take them off. All right, let's try to do this a little more carefully. Checklist. Joe Niekro. Don Mattingly would have been cool. Mark Sullivan of the Red Sox. We have at least 1 Hall of Famer in this pack, though. Mike Brown. This is the first of 3 packs. Lee Lacy. And just in case we get really lucky, I do have some card savers that I'll put them right into. Bob Baylor, Junior Ortiz. There's Mr. Trammell. Okay, we're going to put him... I'm going to put him right on top of that right there, and I will sleeve or put him in a... I don't know if he's one of the better names of the Hall of Famers here, but okay. Hold on, I'm just going to put these 2 down. We got Jason Thompson and Mike Fischlin right there. 2 Hall of Famers in this pack. There's Robin Yount, folks. Pretty good. Pretty good. I'm going to sleeve them up or card saver them right after that. I put Yount off on the side. Last 2 we have is Bob Horner, has got the gum, and Ron Romanek. All right. Pretty cool. We got 2 Hall of Famers in a pack there. I don't know. I'm not even going to bother like inspecting it right now. I'm just going to try to stick it in here and just get it. In fact, I'm going to take it off camera really quick. Pardon me for... Let me just try to get this in here super quick. For all I know, I'm destroying the card by doing it. But, yeah, I probably just made it a 9 at least. I think I just gave it a little speck on the top there, but pretty cool there. We got Mr. Yount. And we've got Mr. Trammell here. See if I can get Trammell in a little bit more easily. Although you could tell he's a little off center, top bottom, I think. But let's just get him in here. Still kind of cool to have a couple Hall of Famers from there. Will I send them in for grading? Probably not. But at the same time, kind of, ooh, this gum's pretty gross. As you can tell right there. Ooh, that's pretty rough. All right, we'll put that off to the side. We're going to open up the second pack here. This is going a little longer than I expected, but hold on one sec, please. Wouldn't be a video by me without my cat meowing in the door. Really annoying right now. So, okay, going to do the second pack here. Second of 3. See if we can get lucky on a Nolan Ryan, Ricky Henderson, Pete Rose. Those are kind of the guys I'm hoping for out of here. So Yount and Trammell, not too shabby. Again, not sure if they're going to be worth much of anything, but I'll bring them up closer to the camera at the end here. And probably, you know, if grading were to ever come down to, you know, although maybe I'll put them in a bulk submission if one of them does look pretty good. Ooh, who's getting nailed by the gum here? Let's hope it's not a Hall of Famer. Jerry Narin, okay. Just gonna keep him there. Let's see here. We've got there Rick Honeycutt. There's our contest card. And Larry McWilliams, just gonna put them there. Let's see if we can do this quickly, more quickly. We've got Jim Wynn, Lloyd Mosby, Andre Robertson. Again, that's not our Yankee we're looking for. Brett Butler. I also like getting these because I'll have some nice TTM possibilities through these, perhaps. Jim Gott, Rick Honeycutt. Although I do know Rick Honeycutt apparently he's either not signing anymore or he's for a fee, because I sent him 3 cards several months ago and I got them back unsigned. So Jim Clancy, I know he does TTM. In fact, I need to get something out to him soon. He's on my list. Ivan De Jesus. Love seeing these names. Lou Whitaker. There's Alan Trammell's double playmate for years and years, and many say should be in the Hall of Fame, or could maybe still be Veterans Committee, or I can't remember what they call that committee now, but I doubt I'm going to put him in a card saver, but I'm going to put him off to the side just all the same. I'll sleeve him up later. Petrali, not the Astro we're looking for, not the Yankee we're looking for, and Greg Pryor. So not too much in that pack. We'll see what our last pack can do. If you're still watching here, thanks again. I hope you're enjoying the playoffs. This LCS round has been kind of not so great, I guess. This one is interesting. For some reason, the card is showing there, so I don't know what was up with that. But, again, I don't think these were, like, searched and repacked by any means or resealed. I just think that's kind of how it was. This thing opened very easily, which I think is a good sign. So, all right. Let's see if we got some rather gnarly gum, I'll tell you that. Last pack here. Glenn Davis. He was a pretty good Astro for a time. All right, let's see if we got anything else on here. I know I'm a Jets fan in football. I know they got off to such a surprising start this year, 4-2. They're playing in Denver right now. I think they were losing at halftime. It was like 9-7 late in the first half. I haven't checked to see. Ron Guidry, that's cool. He had a great 1985. That was like his last hurrah for the Yankees when they almost won that division. I always thought he should have won the Cy Young over Brett Saberhagen, but, you know, what do you know? There's Ron Guidry. Bob Clark. Oh, Jose Cruz, not Nolan Ryan. That would have been pretty cool. Lynn Jones, although Jose Cruz had a great career. Good hitter. Dan Schatzeder. Mark Hill. In fact, I'm getting something out to him. So there's a TTM, although I'm not sure how well it'll sign because there's a lot of dark on there. Mike Krukow. Sid Breen. He's a pretty good TTMer. Rick Shue. Our luck is running out here for another Hall of Famer. Yep. Will Thompson, Tom Short. One last one is some guy I don't think I've ever heard of. And our last player is Rick Miller. Okay, there you have it. Well, we ended up with 2 Hall of Fame cards. We got Robin Yount and Alan Trammell, which is kind of cool. Here's our Yount. I think I nicked it right here. Trying to get it in this thing. So that's what you do. What happens every so often, I guess. But, you know. So probably we'll take it right back out of here after the video's over. And then Alan Trammell. Let's see how he looks. It's a pretty cool picture of Trammell, actually, in this coat, in the jacket and stuff. I mean, it's an interesting expression, but it's a candid, which is kind of cool. It's off-center, top-bottom, I think, so that would cost it a 10, I think, most likely, but borders actually look pretty good on this one. Again, I don't have the PSA listing in front of me. If he's one of the, you know, like 20 or so names that's worth anything, kind of beyond the common. He is a Hall of Famer, though, so. Anyway, there you have it. Just thought I'd show you a couple of things that I picked up this weekend. Hope you've had a great weekend. I'll see you on the next video. Take care.